Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. Now this morning I would want to remind someone of 1 John 1 verse 9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all righteousness. Basically, if we know that we have wrong, we should go and ask for forgiveness. And it is sad when you see where persons are knowing quite well that they have wronged someone and they are not big enough to go and ask the person to forgive them. They are not big enough to go and say, hey, guess what? I am sorry for everything that I've done you. I know that I was wrong. Because what we need to understand, you see, if we don't ask for forgiveness, we will never be healed. Asking for forgiveness, it's not just for the person, but it is for you. Because at times you have where persons know that they have wronged someone, and what they did was so cruel. They sit day in, day out. They will talk about it. They will think about it. Because within themselves, they know that if someone did that to me, I wouldn't talk back to the person. I wouldn't forgive the person. And because of that, they sit and they wonder, what if the person going to forgive me? Is the person going to forgive me? Sorry. That's what they will sit and ask themselves, because they are afraid. But you see, when someone is big enough to say, I'm sorry, they are basically telling us that, hey, I understand what I did to you. I understand how you felt. And because of that, I would love if you could forgive me. I am asking you to forgive me. You see, when you see someone do something like that, they are not asking you for themselves. They are asking for themselves, because they understand that if they don't ask for forgiveness and if they don't forgive you, they will never be healed. And the broken relationship will never be mend. You see, even if the relationship don't go back to how it used to be, at least when you know that that person don't have you up, at least when you don't have up that person within your heart, you can move forward. You can grow from it. You can have the peace that comes with just knowing that that person and you basically have a good relationship, even if you don't talk, even if you're not friends, but just knowing that the person forgive you. You see, for us to grow and to have a clean heart, we should be able to say when we are sorry. And that is what a lot of persons don't understand. They don't know when to say that they are sorry. You have some people, we say that we are Christians, and yet still we know that we have wronged someone. And before we go and ask them for their forgiveness, we continue on the same path, knowing that what we are doing is driving that person crazy, knowing that we are making that person's life a living hell. And we continue to do the same thing because of pride, because we don't want to say that we are sorry, we are not big enough. But anytime you see where someone can come and say that they are sorry, just know that guess what? They are asking for forgiveness because they want to move past that. They want to turn a new page. And nothing is wrong with forgiving someone who have done you wrong. Nothing is wrong with that. Because when you look at our life, every single day we have sinned. Every single day we get up, we go on the road. Someone bad drive us, we cuss them out. We go on the road, we backbite. We go on the road, we see something that we want, we envy. We do all sort of manner of things, and yet still at the end of the day we can go to our Father above and we can ask him for forgiveness. If you look at it, God don't turn back not one of us. Even the thief, even the murderer, he don't turn back anybody. He forgive us because guess what? He loves us. So he forgive us, And it's the same thing that we're supposed to do for each other. Forgive and move on. Some people might look and say asking forgiveness or giving forgiveness is hard, but it is not. You see, when you know God and when you know what is right and what is wrong, it is very easy for you to ask, and it is very easy for you to forgive someone. A lot of person, they will tell you, I will never forgive this person for what they have done to me. And when you look at it, you have to wonder what is going on, because they're saying that they will never forgive this person, and the person asks for forgiveness, basically telling you that they want to move past, they want to heal from it. You're there saying you'll never forgive this person, not realizing that what you're doing is just hurting yourself. You're not hurting the man that is asking for forgiveness. You're hurting yourself, because clearly you have the person up within your heart. And because of that, guess what? It's basically telling that you don't have a clean and pure heart. So I was happy when I realized that individual asks for forgiveness and they receive forgiveness, because it goes to show that we are all adults. They are adults and they understand that, hey, guess what? It's time for us to put this aside. It's time for us to move on. It is time for us to go past it, even if we are not talking to each other, but at least at the end of the day, we can say, hey, guess what? I forgive you. Oh, there is my brother, there is my sister. So people, let us learn to forgive each other, just as our God forgive us each and every single day. When you look at it sometime, you have to wonder why he continue to forgive us, why him continue to give us grace and mercy, because of our dirty ways. You see, when we look past some of we're heart dirty and corrupt. And when you look at the end of the day, oh, God turned their life around, and how they're giving thanks, they're singing praise, they're worshiping him. And when you look at it sometimes, those are set of individuals who have one of the most powerful message, when they can come and they can tell you that, oh, guess what? I was doing this type of crime, I was doing that, and now I am serving the Lord. Now I understand that he forgive me for all my sins, and what I'm doing now is that I'm turning a clean page to walk with him. Nothing is beautiful like when you sit and you listen to those persons' message, and they are the ones that can win soul for God. So sometimes when you see people ask for forgiveness, they just want to have a good relationship with him. They will understand that if tomorrow comes and I'm not here, at least that person don't have me up. At least I say to that person that I am sorry for the wrong. So people, please remember, when you know that you have wronged someone, say sorry. No one is too big to say I'm sorry.